Hey everyone! I'm just jotting down some notes. Give you all a few minutes to hop on. That must be our happy. Let's see here. Our schedule. This means we are live on YouTube. If you don't know that, we have a YouTube account. So, hey everybody! I see everybody starting to hop on here. Sweet! Say hi. Tell me where you're watching from. Let me know what you had for dinner. This weekend went super fast. Super fast. So good to see all of you guys. So I had a show yesterday, and it's true that it's like riding a bike. So I'll tell you guys something right now. I've had a rough year so far. So Saturday was like my first real big show that I've done. Jessica got Rocky's Pizza. Oh, did you get breadsticks with cheese sauce? Because that's my favorite. I had my first real show yesterday. I haven't been to a show, done a show since February of last year. So, and I'm a showgirl. I love shows, craft fairs, all that stuff. That's like my jam. I love that stuff. The busier, the better. And it was just yesterday, it was like riding a bike. It's like getting back on the bike and just, it felt so good. But I want to give you a backstory because I am always booking shows. I'm always doing things and I could not do anything. I just thought of a note I wanted to write on here. Hold on. So every time I book something, something happened. I had one show booked to go do, and my son and his fiance ended up having to go somewhere. So I had to not go so I could take care of Logan because her parents were out of town. I had my big show in Minnesota, which Tanya Schrenk was cool enough to take for me. I was totally like, oh my God. So my mom was supposed to have her hip replaced that weekend. So Tanya took the show for me, and unfortunately, it was a good thing I was off. So my uncle, who had been suffering from leukemia, ended up passing away that Wednesday. So in God's eyes, it was a blessing that I was not at a car show somewhere so that I could be here with my mom and I could comfort my family. So, but every show I have booked, literally something has gotten, I don't want to call it in the way. It's all divine intervention, and there's always a reason, and I completely understand that. But yeah, it was a little frustrating for a while. So yesterday, getting my racks out, and I tore all my stuff downstairs when I do my lives, and I have all that inventory behind me. I tore all that stuff down on Friday night, packed up the car. I was excited. I was so excited to get out and meet people and see people, and people were out in droves. We had a storm in the middle of my show. So luckily, Bruce's daughter, Lacey, came down and hung out with us. So she was there. So we put the walls on my tent, zipped everything up. We left the middle side open, and we left that open a little bit. And then we turned on the Bose speaker in my booth, and we started jamming out like all kinds of raining songs, like The Thunder Rolls by Garth Brooks. And we were playing It's Raining Men. And we were playing It's Raining Tacos. It's Logan's favorite song. We played anything we could think of. Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head because it was raining and everybody was bummed. And I'm like, we need some music. So we just listened to all kinds of great music. The rain stopped. We opened the tent back up, put the booth back together, and people were out in droves. It was crazy, crazy, crazy. So look at Jess, that's the one I didn't play was Purple Rain. Oh, I didn't play Purple Rain. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I didn't play Purple Rain. Just had breadsticks and nacho cheese. Oh, girl. Buffalo wings, potato salad, and Jello. That sounds super delish. Super delish. Never apologize for being late. It's okay. We all have lives, but it's really great to see you here. So we have some things to cover tonight. I don't know if you guys saw or not. Well, I know you saw, but so we have some really cool things coming our way this month. So this week only, and I love that home office is doing this because they're giving us something to focus on, not just hair bands and flexi clips and everything else, but this week we are focusing hard on acrylics. Why? Because they're 25% off right now for your customers. That's the only thing that's on sale in the office right now, and it's only for 1 week. So focus on the acrylics. Think about the kinds of problems that those acrylics solve for your customers. Think about, like, I sleep in mine. I sleep in mine on a regular basis, just about every night, because they're comfortable, they're lightweight. I love them. They're great for even in the water. If you're just in the water playing around or whatever, they're nice to just put your hair up and then you don't have to worry about your hair getting wet. They're just very lightweight and comfortable, and they're sporty. I mean, to me, they're a little bit sporty as well. They work really well in thin, fine hair. What else can you guys think of that acrylics do for someone? So this week alone, we're going to focus really hard. We're going to talk about acrylics. Now, the thing that's super cool about what home office is doing, that sale booked my first style up. Congratulations, Christy! Yay! So we have got so much to talk about tonight. But I'm excited about this because this ends on the 7th at midnight. So when someone orders a set of acrylics from you, you need to make sure that you go over to the Lila Rose Ink Stylist group. Get in there, find the post that says it's like 3 acrylics and a big gavel, like sold. Post in there that you sold one, and then put the number. The order number has to be in there in order for you to get entered. So the nice thing is if your customer buys a 3-pack of them, you get to enter 3 times. Bing, 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 bing. And you want to do it in separate comments. Don't put it all in one comment. Just do 3 separate comments in there, all 3 times with the same customer, with the same order number. The order number has to be in there. So here's what happens. At the end of the week, this is only 7 days, you guys. It's just insane. At the end of the week, they're going to draw a name. And so whatever name they draw, the customer and the stylist are going to win. They have $25 gift certificates. They have acrylics. They have all kinds of really great stuff. So make sure that you are selling these acrylics, that you're sharing the possibilities with them. If you don't have graphics or people with graphics with pictures, Rebecca Barron's posted in our training group all kinds of information in there. She posted, I think, a graphic that just says something about the special, and then a bunch of ladies were kind enough to share all of their graphics. I knew that was coming. I had a yawn. I'm sorry, ladies. That was just me. So you want to be sure that you are really, really talking up the acrylics. Talk about them. Talk about going to the beach. Think about all the things that, they do for hair, and make it associated with it. So you're not being salesy. If you're an Amy user, make sure you build a collection. Build a collection with just all of the acrylics. It'll be a short collection. I think there's 4 different kinds. But you want to get in the drawing, right? You want to do this. And so this week is going to be all about the acrylics. So you want to make sure that you're sharing the acrylics, you're talking about them. If you wear them, take pictures, show your selfies on social media, send them via PB broadcast, whatever it is that you're using to reach your customers, email, things like that. Those are the kinds of things you're going to want to let people know about. So if someone asked me earlier too, because you don't want to email your customer every week, right? So someone asked me, what do you do in that situation? Like, what if they have another special next week and then another one after that? What do you do? Well, now is a great time to reach out to your customers because A, we have Missy, that gorgeous, gorgeous Flexi of the month. B, we have acrylics on sale this week, right? So email your customer, let them know this is happening, and just ask them. Just say, if we have more weekly specials, would you be interested in more information? Do you want me to let you know? give people the option. A lot of times when you give people options, they're happier instead of you just slamming them every week. Like if they do something like this for say the whole month or the next 2 months or whatever, you want your customer to be prepared. So you can just email them and say, hey, you know what? We have this really cool thing coming up this week. Only the acrylics are 25% off. You and I both get entered into a giveaway. And when that happens, you want to make sure that if they're entered into the giveaway, that you put that number in there, because it's your responsibility. If she places an order, it's your responsibility to go over to the Lily Rose Inc. stylist group and put her order number in and make sure that you get entered in there. And if it's a 3-pack, you can do 1, 2, 3 comments. Don't put them all in one. Do one individual, because I'm guessing they're probably going to just count comments. Sarah Matika said, get them into your VIP group. VIP groups are important. They're great communities to build. But remember, too, not everybody's on Facebook and people are moving out. So make sure you're reaching out to all your customers. Let them know what's going on. Hi, Cheryl. Let them know what's going on with the acrylic special. So we also have a really cool, this is another one of my favorite customer specials. So right now, I think when your customers spend $60, they get a free mini. Everybody can wear a mini. That's the coolest thing ever. And I love that about this. I'm super parched right now. I'm going to drink all my water today, and now my body's like, hello, it's time to go to bed, drink your water. So I'll be up all night, right? Acrylics. Don't forget about the acrylics. So it's important, if you need to post something on the team page every day to remind someone, to say, hey, it's time, it's time. Kim posted and said she wore hers all weekend in her fine hair and in the evenings and to sleep. So there's just a lot of things that you can share with people, and you can talk to them about acrylics without being all salesy and spammy, because you don't want to do that either. So you can go to the training group, find some photos in there, post them on our team page if you like. We'll find some in there. We have a couple of new stylists to welcome. Carla Will Dickey from Wisconsin was enrolled by Dawn Teske. So congratulations and welcome to the team. Eileen Johnson from Arizona was enrolled by Edith. So congratulations to you both and welcome to Team Wild Roses. Kimber Dunn from Minnesota was enrolled by Christine Hughes. So again, congratulations and welcome, welcome, welcome to Team Wild Roses. We are always excited to welcome new people and to get to know you. So we get to know where you are. So maybe my training group is Wendy's LR, like Lila Rose. So type that and it will take you right in there. But I'm willing to bet that you're already in there. You know what? I'll look for you right now. I'm gonna look. Hold on. I'm gonna add it right in the comments. Okay, I posted it in the comments, so you can just go right in there. Thanks, Nicole. Nicole beat me to the punch. I was busy reading. This is terrible. No more reading. Rabbit holes, rabbit holes, rabbit holes. So we've got brand new stylists. Also, top sales for last month is Joan Lazoe. So you guys might not know her. She's like a powerhouse. Joan is amazing. Joan is the one that promoted to manager that got me to director. So Joan and I have done shows together. I love hanging out with Joan. She's fun. They're a farm family. And so we always have lots to talk about. Her husband and Bruce hung out quite a bit at convention when we were in California. So big congratulations to you, Joan. Joan is out rocking some really big shows this year. I think it was a goal for her to really hit some big shows, big and heavy. So she's been out working, y'all. She's working hard. She's hitting all these great big shows. I think I saw the event she was at this weekend was 600,000 people. 600,000. So yeah, that's a lot. Lot of people. So lots to cover. The stylist incentive. Who's going for the stylist incentive this month? Who is going to get a free Flexi Sport? I am. I want want another one. I want another one. These babies, have you guys been wearing these? Who has their sport? I'm just curious. Everybody that's watching, who's got their sport? So yeah, this baby is like gold, right? Check that out. Look at that. It's like flexible, flexible, flexible. I love it. So my show yesterday, I had this in my pocket and I brought it with me just because I wanted to have it. One of my customers came in that is in my VIP community. She saw me and was like, oh, she came in to buy some stuff and talk to me. So I showed this to her. And I said, you know, these are not releasing yet. And I found out something very interesting. So my older customers, a little bit more seasoned, 50 and over, she liked it, but it wasn't something she went, oh, wow, to. The younger girls that came into my group were absolutely like amazing. Like the younger girls that came in were just unbelievable. They were unbelievably excited about it. All they kept saying was, I can wear this for cheerleading practice. I can wear this at swim practice. I can wear this at the beach. I mean, they were excited. There's a buzz going on inside of Lila Rose. And I mean, oh my gosh, when this release happens, it's going to be just insane. It's going to be a big deal. Christy got a blue one. Nice. I got purple. I've had a purple and I have black and I think I have a gray one and maybe a white one too. We've been testing. We've been prototype testing. It's a hard job because I've broken a whole bunch of them in the process. So, but John appreciates it. He ships these to me and says, here, beat the crap out of these. Let me know what you think. And yeah, I tell him, okay, this one's broke. I broke this one. One I put through the dryer. But I broke a couple and he wanted to know how I broke them, what I was doing. And so I explained all of it to him. He goes back to the drawing board. This has literally been, I think he said 3 years, y'all. 3 years it's been in the making. 3 years. He's been sinking money into this and getting this back. So can we earn the 3-pack? It's one. So it's one sport for the stylist incentive. I asked because somebody else was inquiring about that too. I think in John's live, he accidentally said a pack, but that's why I messaged home office right away and they emailed me back right away and said just one. So you'll have availability to buy the sport. I believe at the end of the month, I think that's what I saw on the calendar. So there's opportunity to grab yours too. And I'm super jazzed. I'm so excited to get these and I can't wait till there's Mamie. I'm letting you in, Mamie. You're in. I can't wait to get them out. I can't wait to have them at shows. I already kind of thinking of my display and how I'm going to do. The flips yesterday at my shows were phenomenal. People loved the flips. So lots of ladies invested in multiple flips yesterday. A lot of them took advantage of my buy 3, get a swerve for $5. They love that. I used my PB broadcast yesterday, my new texting service, and did a little giveaway. I had 19 people enter it. And then I sent out a message today thanking them to hang out with us. And they came to hang out with us and I messaged them and I gave them an option. I said, just reply yes to this if you just like monthly updates. And I said, reply no if, you don't want any, no hard feelings. And we hope to see you next year at the show. So a couple said no, most have said yes. And there's trackable links in there. So I gave them a link to my shopping link. And so far 9 people have gone to my shopping link just to look around. So, and I did get another $76 order today from the show yesterday. So it has been a really good show. It's been fun. Julie asked if the little clear plastic dot thing is supposed to come out. No, it is not. And if it does, call home office. But it should not come out. Mine doesn't. Let me look. Nope. Nothing's coming out on mine. Call home office, Julie, if that's what's going on. Send Liv a picture. There's a couple out there, I think, that were having some issue. And I don't know. I know one I heard sat in a mailbox for a while, and it was hot and down south somewhere. So I believe it like almost melted, which I can believe that. So tomorrow night's free training. If you can make it, make sure you make it. It's important to make sure you're there. So tomorrow night's free training is by Courtney Manka. Courtney's a very good friend of mine. We are not on the same team, but her and I met at a regional training and just like connected. And Courtney's the one that I do shows with. I do big shows with her. I do we do the garden show together. We typically do the state fair together. I pulled out this year because my August is crazy. My son's getting married at the end of the month, and I have stuff happening every single weekend for us. So yeah, it's my August is a little nuts. And in between that, I booked a couple parties. Why not? So I don't have any shows this month. If one pops up, I will make space for it. But otherwise, I'm just trying to be kinder to myself. I have a lot of running to do and a lot of things to do to help the kids get ready for their big day on the 28th, August 28th. So the countdown's on now. So now the countdown's here. And getting ready for family to come and invade my home because they'll be here staying with us. My side will be. So it's going to be a little bit crazy. So yeah, I'm trying to be kinder to myself. I sat down and pre-posted a lot of things for my customer group and things like that on social media. I've built a couple of drip campaigns in PB broadcast. And so those types of platforms and that kind of help really helps me along when I know it's going to be crazy busy. And on top of that, August is one of the busiest months at my work. So all of this stuff is coming together. It's going to be a little crazy. So, but I still need to work my business. I still need to make money. I want the stylist incentive by the 15th because I want another sport. I want one more for free. That's me. I love getting them for free because when I get mine, I'm probably either going to offer it up to a customer. I'll do some type of fun, maybe giveaway in my customer group and get them all hyped up for the sport. I'm not going to really advertise the sport until probably a week or two prior to the end of the month. So it's exciting to have. I am grateful that they did a soft release to us so that we are familiar. And that was the whole plan. The whole plan was to release the sport to the stylists so that you can get used to it. You can prepare ahead. You can make your own graphics if you want. You can get it into your hands so that you can build your own campaign. You can start to make your own graphics. You can start a journal as to where you wear it, how you wear it, what have you noticed, what do you like best, all those kinds of things. They give you opportunity to do all of those things. And a lot of people were excited and wanted to share it like tomorrow, and some did, which is fine. I mean, that's a personal thing about you and your business. So I'm halting mine. I'm not sharing anything about the sport yet because I don't want to halt any possible sales that are going to come in the first 2 weeks of the month. So I want to make sure that those roll around. And then if something comes out, my customers can go back in and purchase. So that's what you want to think about kind of in the long run. Because you get all excited. And I did. I was like, oh, this is going to be great. I can't wait to tell everybody. And then I stopped and I thought, well, this isn't coming out until September. So why would I want to just all of a sudden be like, hey, guess what? You got to wait a whole month, but this is coming out. It's great. It's awesome. It's fun. And then all of a sudden, your sales are just, and they're down. So that's why I decided not to share it right away. The acrylics, we want to focus on those. Some June or July stats for you guys. So we had 65 team members who are bonus qualified. We had 9 team members with over $1,000 in PV. We had 3 team members with over $2,000. This is just in PV. And we had 1 team member over $5,000. So it was a crazy month. We had a blast. If you guys would like to know where we ended up in the month, tell me. Let's see. What do I want to know? Tell me your favorite color. I'm looking forward to the sport too, Sue. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. So we can talk about our numbers also. But yeah, we had a lot happen this month. We had enrollments. We had a few ladies that went with the Fast Start kit and added the Fast Start kit to their packet. And so now they're fast starting. They've got big things coming. Look at all the purple. There's Christy in her pink. Green. I love green. I love emeralds. That's my green. I love emeralds. They're my favorite. All right. And I promised you that we were going to talk, if you didn't see it, we were going to talk about acrylics, something else, and peanut butter. So I had a customer in my booth yesterday that was talking to me, and I do this swoop thing with my hair. When I do demos, I do this, the way that I put it up sometimes. Maria, I love black, girl. Black is one of my faves. Truly. I'm a purple girl at heart. I love black. But this lady was in my booth. She's a very active customer in my VIP community. So she came running in and she was all excited and she's like, "Hi, it's me." And I looked at her and I'm like, okay, because I don't recognize people from profile pictures. And so we were talking and she's like, well, I really am thinking about, doing this or that. And I said, well, and we started talking a little bit more. And the more we were chatting about things, and she said, "Can you show me how you do the swoop with your hair?" So I turned around and I showed it to her. Well, it turned into, she was in my booth for like 45 minutes. And by the time I finished teaching her what I was doing, there was about 15 people standing outside my booth. And she finally turned around and looked at me and she goes, "Oh, so you take 2 fingers and you scoop it like peanut butter." That was her analogy for it. And I was like, And I told Bruce, I said, we need to make a video, a slow motion video of the swoop that I do when I put my hair up. Because of the length of my hair, I can't just twist it from the bottom because I have lots of stuff that would hang out the top. So I have this swoop that I do with my hair that keeps it wraps it all up together. And so I was teaching this to her. And then yesterday he said another lady came in and, I have my back turned to people while I'm showing them things and Bruce is looking straight on. So he sees their facial expressions. And so he always tells me, he goes, "I wish I had a camera for every time you put your hair up, you punch a swerve in there and then you let go." And he's like, the look on people's faces is just priceless because they're blown away by it. But the whole peanut butter analogy today really gave me really gave me like more of an idea of how to explain how to do it to my customers, because a lot of them are still like, "Can you do that again? Can you just show me one more time?" I have, I think, a TikTok video on it. I need to put one in my YouTube account so I can just share that sucker everywhere. But it was just funny how she said it, because she's like, "You just swoop it like this, like peanut butter out of a jar." I'm like, oh, I guess that would be a good analogy. So also I had some special people come in yesterday. I had one lady come in that had a little purse with her that she was holding on her side. There was a bird in there. It was a parrot. So she came in. So of course she saw our bird flexi, and she was shopping around. So she grabbed one and bought it. Had a cute little girl coming yesterday too. That was with her grandma. So we hooked her up with a beautiful butterfly flexi that she was so excited about. It's things, I have a picture that I'm going to share with you guys too on our team page a little bit later about accommodating your customers. So, it was so good to get out and be with people, but it was good to just have that feel good feeling. Like Bruce and I met a couple that came in to shop for a few things, and the lady she was a hospice nurse. And so we got on conversation about his parents and how we lost him last year. And we're doing all of this while people are there shopping, and but they were the nicest people. It was just one of those things where you're like, I hope I get to see them again sometime soon. So, when she left, I was like, I hope that she replies yes to my text so I can keep in touch with her. So that was something that I was like, that would be great if I could just keep in touch with her. So also this week, just to give you guys a heads up, I'm home tonight. I'm going to be staying with my mom Tuesday through, I think, Wednesday or Thursday. So we'll see how she's doing, but I'm going to hang out with her and take care of her. She had her hip replaced last week. So I want to thank you guys for all of the well wishes and the follow-ups with me asking how I was doing. Sarah Mataiga said she's a May baby and loves emeralds. Sarah, I have so many May babies in this family. I have Logan, I have my son, and then I have Bruce. So those are my 3 May babies in my family, all in the same month. So May is a busy month for us too. So I was gonna take a look and make sure. So don't miss Courtney Mega tomorrow night. Courtney is like a master at her craft. When I watch her work, I learn from her and she learns from me. But and she would probably argue with you, but I learn more from her than she will ever learn from me. Courtney truly like just tunes in to her customers, but she also like I've watched her try every product in somebody's hair. Like somebody comes in and they just have one flexi clip in their hand and they walk up to the counter to pay for it. And Courtney will all of a sudden, like magic, have them at the styling station. And then before I know it, they're leaving with $70 worth of products. Because Courtney's like, she's always like, well, if you have time, I'd love to show you this or I'd love to show you that. So she never leads with a flexi. She always leads with a different product. She leads with a swerve. She leads with U-pins. She'll lead with a hairband. It just depends on the person. So I did that yesterday and it was fun. People would come in and they would pick up a flexi clip and be like, oh, I love this. How do I use it? So I'd have them sit down in the chair and I'd be like, you know what? Can I try something in your hair? And they're always willing. Once they're sitting there, they're like, oh yeah, go ahead, knock yourself out. So yeah, that's the time when they're yours. So I always have at my styling station, I have acrylics hanging. I have the flips hanging on one side, acrylics. I have a swerve hanging. And then while they're sitting there, they're looking around and they're like, well, what's that? Well, what's that? And then it's like, oh, let me show you. And then you take it out, put it in their hair. And then again, they're like, oh my God, this is so cool. So things like that are things that you always want to keep mindful of when you're at shows. People that come in that already know Lila Rose, like those people because they come in and they know exactly what size they need, and they start looking around. Those are the people too that you want to maybe say, let them know that we have new products, because we are always growing, and you guys know that. That's just a fact with Lila Rose. We are always growing, always having fun. So. What did I use to make my display boards? My display boards are made out of, I can't think of the word. What do you paint on? Canvas. So my boards, I bought all pre-made canvas boards at Walmart. And then I went and picked out fabric. Now, I was lucky enough to find a really cool pattern of fabric that's not really a pattern. It almost looks like it's wet. It has like splashes on it. So like the purple is purple, but the splashes are like a deep purple. I was able to find 7 different shades of that same pattern. So all of my boards are different colors. So I have a red board, a green board, a blue board, a tan board, a purple board. I'm trying to think of what other color I have. I have all different colors. But it's great because I can always tell people, hey, you're a size. If I'm sizing people and I'm busy, I can always say, oh, here you go. You're a size medium. That's the green board over there. And they know right where to go and they know right where to shop. So that making those, I had smaller boards for a really long time. And I found that at my bigger shows, I needed bigger boards. And so Bruce and I kind of put our heads together and we decided that those would be the best. So we got those. So the strips that my flexi clips hang on are, again, they're fabric and they're a really thick velvet fabric that's stretchy. So what I did is I bought a couple of yards, I cut it in strips, and then I made it as wide as I needed it to because you need wider strips for your megas, your extra larges, and your larges. But for a mini, you can't wrap a mini around something that you would wrap a mega around. So, that way you can control how wide it is. And so we stretched it around the whole way. And then we took a nail gun and we secured it on the back. Bruce put 2 screw holes in the top for me with little eyelets. And I hang those from my hooks on my racks. So it took, you guys, for, 3 years I did. I had boards, smaller boards, and I had easels. And I used tables. So I did that for 3 years. I built up to what I have now. Do I like the racks? They're okay. My issue with the racks is they're a pain in the rear end because you have to put the legs in, open them up. And when you're trying to pack up and go home and you have 9 racks set up in there, it takes a long time if it's just you. So funny story at my show yesterday. So we were all chilling out. relaxing and enjoying, the rest of the night. And a lady came into the booth next to ours and started talking about this big storm that just popped up, and it was going to be there in 25 minutes. So we were done. We were done. And we were sitting there, and I was like, I looked at Bruce and I'm like, because we were supposed to be done at 5, but they allow you to stay if you want. So you have to pack up by dark, but you can stay as long as you want, as long as you're out by dark. So yes, I love the room in my booth too, Sarah. I do love having all that room. That is a wonderful benefit to those racks. But it's funny because, so I'm sitting there and I looked at Bruce and I'm like, that's in 25 minutes. The storm's coming in 25 minutes. I've never torn my booth apart and broke down my booth in 25 minutes. Last night we did it. We shoved the last piece of whatever it was into the Tahoe, and literally it rained. It rained and it rained. I mean, we drove home in hard rain, and it was hard to see for a while. So, but yeah, so we broke down like super quick, and I've never done that before, but it was fast. So today I got home and I've been unloading my bags, cleaning things out, making sure everything is kind of where it needs to be for my next show, which I have one. I know I have one on a Sunday this month, and then next month I have a big one in Partyville at the car show. So I'm excited about that. But it was so nice to get out and see people and just hang out and just do some hair. That's what I miss the most, is just getting out and showing people how wonderful our products are. So our essentials, our consumable line, was well received yesterday. Lots and lots of people were interested. I sold more of the thermal defense, which I don't know if that's because I love thermal defense so much that I push it, or not, but that, and then the leave-in conditioner detangler. So those were my two big sellers. And I sold a surprising variety of everything else. Typically, I sell more flexies than anything else at shows. And yesterday, I had like variety like you wouldn't believe. I had U-pins, I had swerves, I had acrylics. It was just unbelievable to me at how much was being sold. And it was a lot of different things. So keep that in mind when you're doing shows too. But for the first few years, it was all flexi clips. I barely sold anything else. And now I think because we've expanded so much and we have so many new products, people are stopping and looking at things. Yesterday, I said I sold more swerves and acrylics. Yeah. I mean, the acrylics are hot. People like them, and they like the price point on them as well. No Wisconsin State Fair. I am not doing the fair this year. Courtney Menka is doing the fair this year. I typically do it, but Courtney's doing it this year. I do it with her. That's her show, and I come down and help her with it. She organizes all of it. She fills out all the paperwork that you have to fill out to be a vendor there. Takes care of all the rules. There's so many rules at the state fair. But so Courtney's doing that show. Jen Granlund from our team is actually going to go down and help her for a day or two, I think. I heard a rumor about that. So that's going to be exciting. Made me even more jelly. I could not commit to it because I have, hey, Patty, I cannot commit to it because I have my son's wedding at the end of the month. I just have a lot going on this August. And so it's just wasn't a good time. And I told Courtney months ago that I just wasn't going to be able to make it. So she was able to find some help. And hopefully it will be a lot of fun for her. And we always have so much fun at that show. It's always a blast. The state fair is fun. And plus, right now with all the state fair food that's there, I don't really know that I want to go. So they have all this food stuff, and you know what? I'm willing to bet there's probably nothing clean that I'm eating right now that's getting me there. So I think it's probably good that I stay away from the state fair this year anyway. But I will miss Courtney. Her and I work really well together. I've also worked with Sarah Matyka, and we work very well together. So it's a matter of, finding people that you have, you complement each other. And when you have that, like when I work with Courtney or when I worked with Sarah, I never had to listen with one ear and then help my customer with this one. It's just a matter of, being able to, Julie, make sure you go find the booth and say hi to Courtney. It's just a matter of, knowing that that person's working and this person is working. And sometimes, if I'm not busy at the moment and Courtney's busy and someone comes in the booth and we start chit-chatting and I find out that they're Courtney's customer, I still help them. And when I'm done, I still write them up on Courtney's receipts, and I still give them Courtney's information out of her bag, and I write them up and send them on their way, because that's what we do. So that's how we work things, because, it goes both ways, and it happens for me too. So her and I work well together when it comes to things like that. So, and Sarah and I had a blast at the World Clydesdale Expo, which is not coming back to the States for, I don't even know how long. They only have it like every 4 years or something. But that show was a blast. I did not expect the business that we had. And I don't know what I expected, but it was fun. It was so much fun. We had a great time doing it. So, and Sarah crashed here at my house for it. So it was like a whole girls' weekend type thing. We worked during the day and partied at night. No. We had a good time. It was fun. She brought wine. We hung out. It was a great time. Thinking about also, I'll let you guys go here in a hot second. Oh yeah, it was a tiny booth. It was really tiny. I'm thinking about trying to put something together before the end of the year. So team-wise for us, and when I say that, I just want you guys to know, whenever I do anything, I typically will host something in Madison, Wisconsin. I try and get a nice venue, and then it's a stay overnight type thing. Sometimes ladies fly in for it. It'll be some type of training. I'm just trying to corner a date. So because August is crazy busy for me, September's crazy busy for me. A lot of us are going to Florida for the sport release, the big release party in September. Anybody here going to Florida that's on right now? There's still tickets available last time I looked. So, and if you do go and you need to book your hotel, you need to call Liv at home office, because the block of rooms is gone, but Liv can hook you up because she's just that good. So, but I'm going to try and put something together. I don't know. I want to try and put something together for even local ladies or anybody that wants to make the trip. Typically, when I host something like that, I always invite anybody around the area that wants to come. So sometimes like Courtney's team, a lot of them will come. Sometimes like Jana Brown, I had one, and she came all the way from Kentucky. She's not even on our team, but she felt like taking a road trip. So she came out to visit. But October is typically a very, very busy show season as well. So I'm just throwing things around at this point. I know I'm going to see quite a few ladies in Florida, and I'm excited. I can't wait to meet you guys. So that's going to be a really good time as well. So I'm going to let you guys roll. I need to go make my lunch for tomorrow and my breakfast and all that good stuff. I hope that you're going to have a dynamite week. And don't forget, what's the magic word for the week? Acrylic, acrylic, acrylic. Oh, I didn't tell you our sales. Did you guys want to know those? Did you want to know how much we sold? As a team, we sold. Let me get my slip out. As a team, we sold $47,451.38 in the month of July. So let's go back to our team history, because I'm a paper girl, can you tell? I'm going to look right here. See, I have this handy dandy little sheet, and this has all of our history on it. So I'm going to look back and see when the last time was that we had $47,000 in sales or more. So let's see. November of 2019, we had 61,000. November of 2018, we had $81,593 in sales. Now, I want to just explain to you that with that is also the year and the month that I promoted to unit director. So to qualify for unit director, there's a lot of things that have to happen. There's lots of moving parts. You have to have managers, and each manager has to qualify and have their 10 or 20,000. I think it's 10,000 for manager. So that's 40 grand right there. And so there's a lot of things that go into those numbers. So 81,000 sounds insanely crazy, and it really is. It was an insane time of year. It was a crazy month. You can ask anybody that was around to witness it. I was live constantly, and we had dry erase boards back here, and we were on the run. So it was fun. We had a really good time doing it. But the significance of this number, I want you guys to know, we beat our Black Friday place sales from November of last year. We beat them in July. So it's just going to be another, I mean, in this month rolling into August, you have August, and then we have this crazy stuff going on this month, and then we're going to roll into September, and that's when the sport's going to release, and that's going to be huge. And then you're rolling into the 3 months that are just crazy busy, October, November, and December. If you are new with us and you have not been through a fall season with Lila Rose, put your roller skates on. That's all I have to say. It is crazy busy. When I first joined, I did not have respect for the magic of November. I just didn't get it. I didn't understand it. I wasn't around long enough. I was like, whatever. November has some magical stuff. October's got magical qualities. December's even magical. So I'm serious. Right now, we are in the cusp of this little wave, and it's just going this way. And because the fall season's coming our direction, we have a new release. We have, oh my gosh, we have so much stuff. We have so much coming, and it's just going to keep growing and growing and growing. And this Flexi Sport, I mean, like John said, it could be its own company. It could be its own company. You could make that your job, that you just sell sports, or you do, our company's getting to the point where, you can focus on some things. Hair mascara. You can do a lot of cool things. You can do so many things with our hair mascara. So having a good variety of things, and now we're going to roll into the fall season. It's going to be insane. So we're going to play hashtag fill the bag. If anybody's with us that has played that before, you know what a lucrative, fun game that is. So last year I sent over $350 worth of product to one stylist. So can you hang on 1 second, girls? My daughter's calling me. Hello? Yeah. I'm just having a meeting right now. Yeah, are you okay? Oh, okay. All right, bye-bye. Sorry. I just grab her whenever she calls because she's always busy. I'm going to need a bigger tent. I know, right, Sarah? We pulled my tent out today to air it out. It was crazy. All right, ladies, I'm going to let you roll again. And you know what? Don't forget to keep enrolling people. We get I am guilty 100%. I get so engrossed in everything else that's going on. I forget to tell people about what a great company this is. So I need stock and totally want to do shows. Shows are amazing. I can't explain it, but the people you meet, the things that you do, like I had a little girl come in and she just melted my heart yesterday, and she was just adorable, and I sent her home with a little purple Lila Rose bag because she said, Mommy, can you buy me that purse? And her mom was like, well, let Mommy try this stuff on first. And she's like, Mommy, I really want that purse. And she was very calm about it and nice, but she was just so sweet. And she's like, Mommy, I really love that purple purse. And I didn't know what she was talking about because I'm like, purple purse? Well, she was looking at our little Lila Rose bags with the handles. And so, and I have a whole pile of them. Last time they went on sale, I always stock up on those because they're great to share with people. And so I was like, so as soon as the lady, she ended up buying some things. And so then I dug one of the bags out, and she's like, you don't have to do that. And I said, this little girl is dying for a purple purse. I'm going to give her one. So I sent her home with a purple purse, and she was so thrilled. She was so excited. But that's just the beauty of shows. I mean, you meet so many amazing people. It's fun. Oh my gosh, so everybody texted the word plover to my phone number in PB broadcast. So at 4:00, I drew the winner, and I texted to say she won. This girl came running down the aisle between all the tents. I won. I heard her coming. And I'm like, I think the winner's coming. She came flying in my tent, and she was jumping up and down and so excited. And all the other vendors were like, what's going on in that tent over there? So it was fun. We had a great time. I can't wait for another one. I hope you guys have a great week. So say it with me, acrylic, #acrylic. So make sure that you are posting that on our team page, because we don't want to forget. We got to get those acrylics sold. And you know what? We should, let's just see how many we do as a team. I think that would be really fun. I think it would be really fun to do that as a team. So I'm going to put a graphic out. Probably not. Well, I'll try and do it tonight. If not, I'll put something out, and we should just, every time we sell one, we should do it. So #acrylic, ladies, only until the 7th. The 7th, they're 25% off. That is an enormously huge deal. So the 3-pack as well. So I will see you guys later. I'll talk to you soon. Good night.